Namaste, friends. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic which is of very much relevance for each one of us, whether we are from any discipline, any profession, any age, any sort of responsibility. And the topic is how to develop problem solving skill. Because problem is a part of life. If life is there, then problem will be there. And it's not only about your profession, because it's about your mindset, it's about your practice. That have you ever thought of it that I have to solve the problem? Because problem, so many people are talking about only problem, but there are very rare of the rarest people who think of always solving the problem. Because it is a very fundamental need. When you have to be different from others, you have to become a problem solver, not problem creator. Because we have to understand, if we are not part of the solution, then we own our problem. So this is a fundamental thing which we see with our life. Let's professionally and personally try to understand it. Just see that if there is a problem, then definitely there will be a solution. But immediately the solution doesn't comes. We have to wait for, we have to fight for, we have to have confrontation of several situations. And the kind of turnarounds and the kind of situation which you are seeing from problem to solution, the path is not straight. It is having sharp curves. It is a perplex condition for an individual, and it takes a lot of effort, understanding, and talent to solve the problem, to reach to the solution. And this is a wonderful skill if you practice it, whether you have any other talent or not. But if you are a problem solver, then definitely anyone in any profession, in any organization, will want you, that this is the person who actually is problem solver. So please understand the situation, the need that you have to become a problem solver. Because it's not straight path, you have to follow through certain steps, and your mind become perplexed. Because if you see straight, then there is a eureka moment that you gets an idea, oh, this is the solution, yes, I got the solution. But it doesn't happens immediately, because there is something which goes on in your brain. You have certain experiences, you try different things, and then you come up with something. Generally what happens, you take small things of your life. If you take small tasks, small moments of your life, in your daily life, you stuck you stuck somewhere. You see in your classrooms, you see while doing any assignment, you see while solving any problem, you always prefer to stuck somewhere. Because you attempted once, you attempted twice, and you said, no sir, I am not able to do it, no friend, I am not able to do it, no father, I am not able to do it. And the repetition of this, I am not able to do it, I am not able to do it, is something which actually changes your mindset. Your mindset has changed, that you always, you start and you say, no, I failed, I am not unable to do it. And this practice has become so predominant that even people don't attempt. There were peoples who attempt million times, thousand times, and then somewhere they get the solution. Because while you fail, you don't fail, you learn from your experiences, and you learn a new way how the problem cannot be solved. So we have to understand that by solving the problem, we have to be persistent, we have patience, and we have a like instinct, clear instinct, that I will solve the problem. Because every problem has multiple solutions. A problem can be solved in multiple ways. If there are 10 people, they are given the same problem, 10 people can solve the problem in 10 ways. So sometimes when it happens in the classrooms or anywhere, the problem was given and someone solved, and rest of the people said, oh, he solved it, now our job is finished. No dear, you can try in a new way. Because problem can have several solutions, several ways we can find the solutions. And we, every individual, need to understand this situation, that we have to solve it in our own way. We have to practice, we have to train our brain to solve the problem. Whether you are studying any discipline, you got any number, you got any percentage, you know something or not, but please develop this problem solving attitude, this problem solving skill. Because this will help you to get rid of the problems. Because in this world, people are talking about problem, and there are very rare of the rarest people who say that I have the solution to this problem. So every organization appreciates, every individual, every family, every society appreciates those person who always talk that let's talk about the solution. So there is several ways of solving single problem. There could be multiple solution of same problem. So how we can do it? First of all, be very rational, don't be too emotional. You saw the problem and you tried two or three things and you just said, oh, I am unable to do it, now I can't do it. No, first of all, understand the problem. First of all, define the problem. Because Once you understand the problem, half the problem is solved. Because many times what happens, people are not even listening to, understanding to what problem is, and they are in problem. They started solving the problem and they failed. Because first of all, you have to question the problem. Where is the problem? Why is the problem? Who is the problem? What is the problem? How is the problem? Which is the problem? When is the problem? Whom is the problem? This 5W1H concept, if you rigorously practice and it becomes a part of your training, then you never ever just simply see the problem and do anything. Yes, by practice you can achieve that, you can attain that, but initially your mind should be so sharp and quicker by practice that you look at 5W1H way to understand the problem first, to define the problem first. Because sometimes people say, sir, this is the problem, and you just, oh, this is the problem, no, this is that. Just locate the problem where it is. If you went to a doctor and you said, sir, I am having pain, so the doctor asks, where is the pain? Sir, body, I have pain in the body, but specifically which part of the body? Then you are saying that in thumb. Okay, so now the problem is located. Now a specific solution can be given. So we have to understand, we have to define the problem, we have to understand the problem, and then we have to proceed further with certain things. Like, first of all, define the problem. Define the problem. What, when, where? What is the problem, when it happened, where it is? And then further you can just simply test few things, try few things, then see how problem happened, and start analysis, and then why problem happened, then start comparing, and then what next. So like in this way, define, test, analyze, compare, define, test, analyze, compare, what, when, where, how, why, what next. So by iteration of this process several times, there will be improvements, and finally you can get the goal. This is kind of tricky thing, but repeat it, try to listen to these words again and again, try to see the same cycle again and again, because this is the way we try to solve the problem, and this is one of the problem solving approach. Like, the 5 primary steps in problem solving could be: the first of all, analyze the cause to the unwanted situation, because that is the problem. Analyze the cause, analyze. These are the things which need practice. You have to analyze the cause of that one unwanted situation. Then second point is, generate a set of alternative investigations to achieve your end goal. Because you need not to think that only one thing I will try and the problem will be solved. You will have to generate a set of alternative interventions to achieve your end goal, and then attempt them and assess effectiveness. Just try to find out that you, for a problem solving, you found 5 ways, but now see the effectiveness of the ways, that this way, that way, the set of alternatives I am having, this one is good, this one is good, why it is good, why it is not good. Then implement your plan after all this, and then further you can have that, like, you implemented and you have the solution. So first of all, analyze the cause of the unwanted situation, then generate a set of alternative intervention to achieve your goal, then evaluate best solutions, then implement your plan, and then assess the effectiveness. So if you will follow these steps, you will definitely have a wonderful problem solving. And then further, there could be Osborne method of creative problem solving, in which fact finding, idea finding, and solution finding, these are the 3 major steps. In which the first one, fact finding, problem definition is there, like picking out and pointing up the problem specifically. Then preparation, like gathering and analyze pertinent data. Then further, idea production, thinking up ideas and possible leads. Then further, idea development, like select, add, and reprocess ideas. Then further, evaluation, verifying tentative solutions, and adoption, deciding and implementing final solution. So these are few ways in which you can learn problem solving. There are several ways, but you can try anyone and you can start from anywhere. But if you keep on doing this, your life will definitely change. So be a problem solver, not be a problem creator, and never stuck, always keep on trying, whether it is 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, 100 times. Just fight, just head on with the problem, and you will become a problem solver. So it's all about learning by doing. Again, the pen and paper will work, and with your own brain. Because if brain is stuck for the problem, if you have a mindset of not being problem solver, always crying that I am unable to solve it, no, you have wonderful resources around you. You have internet, you have search engines, you have international people around you. If you're stuck somewhere, just ask them. You have to ask questions, you have to be curious, and through this, on paper, first of all, like visualize everything to understand the problem. Because many times when we stuck somewhere, we are even unable to understand, because being in that situation, that what actually the situation is. So pen and paper is a very wonderful thing through which you can see your situation, the things which are affecting you, the thing which can be handled, this and that. So in life, in profession, in programming, in any part of life, just use this method, and by learning by doing, karat karat abhyas, you will definitely become a problem solver. Thank you very much.